Hey Fish fam, this is Nikachu Merfolk Master. We are back with Azorius Merfolk. I have not been so confident in a Merfolk deck in basically half a year. If you want to follow me on my journey with Azorius, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our deck tech, we are going to thank our sponsors, of course, FusionGamingOnline.com. We are all excited for Rishadan Dockhand coming out in Modern Horizons. If you want to pre-order any boxes or singles from Modern Horizons 2, don't forget you can get it from Fusion Gaming Online. Save yourself some money and support the channel. Use coupon code Nikachu at checkout. Get 5% off any of your purchases. We're also going to thank Mana Traders, the premier place to rent Magic cards online. Definitely going to be the place I'm going to go to try out all different new cards that are going to be coming out in Modern Horizons, both not only for Merfolk. That's what I'm going to do for Merfolk. What you're going to do with it for your archetype, that's up to you. Support the channel by using my Mana Traders link in the description below, or save 15% off your first 2 months using my coupon code Nikachu. I still want to see some more play out of Path to Exile. This actually ended up being a really good card, better than Chalice of the Void for the most part. It does wipe out the creatures in front of us. I'm hoping it's going to even the odds better. I think we were still losing to Is It Prowess? I can't remember. Or maybe we actually beat Is It Prowess. But we were getting wiped out by Is It Prowess easily, but then when we added Path to Exile, the games were, we definitely had a chance. Because if they play something like Stormwing Entity, we have like no way of interacting with that at all. Path to Exile gives us an out against that card. Not to mention, I think this is just it's ugly in that we give our opponent a land, but it's just necessary right now. You got to exile stuff. You want anything going into the graveyard to come back with Lurrus. And there's just an infinite number of threats that you just want to get rid of on the battlefield immediately. I love this suite. I love the Curse Catchers. For anyone who, like, Curse Catcher still slows the game down, actually is really well positioned right now because of the Bring to Light decks. They hate Curse Catcher. My God, you put Curse Catcher on the battlefield and they're like, oh my God, how do we get this Bring to Light to resolve? It's impossible. You know, because they need to get now to 6 mana if they want to get Bring to Light to resolve, to get like Omnath or Valky or play Supreme Verdict, any of that stuff. So Curse Catcher just randomly really well positioned compared to the past. The format's slowing down, great against the Through the Breach decks. So against Scapeshift, Niv to Light, and Through the Breach, suddenly this card's come to life. So kudos to Curse Catcher. I still love all my lords. Love exiling permanents on the battlefield. Now, if there is a card that I'm the most iffy about in this deck, it would be Unsettled Mariner. And so a lot of people are asking me, what are we cutting for Rishadan Dockhand, the new Rishadan port on a 1-drop Merfolk? What are we removing? I would be more inclined to take out Unsettled Mariner. Unsettled Mariner is great when my opponent is choked on mana, but not so great when my opponent is curving out. So it's really hit or miss, which is what I've always hated about Unsettled Mariner. Still good enough, I think, to be playing in this list, and in combination with Curse Catcher, I think it works, but I'd be willing to cut the Unsettled Mariner. And then that would give us 12 things to do on turn 1. I mean, maybe I'll play 3 Rishadan Dockhand and 1 extra Glasspool Mimic, or, I don't know, another Spreading Seas. I don't know. Maybe we'll just go with the 12. But I know I at least like having 11 1-drops. It makes sure that I always have something to do on turn 1, so I like that about decks that are sort of low on the curve. This is still a little more clunky than I would like, so I think Rishadan Dockhand would take the place of Unsettled Mariner, and we would still stick with the plan of lord them out, and have a little bit of a chance of exiling stuff on the battlefield. Have you considered running 1-2 Lurrus main board? Nope, I have not. Maybe it's worth... I mean, I got the mana for Skyclave Apparition. Maybe it's worth trying. I never thought about that. I mean, now that you say it, maybe I should squeeze in 2 in the sideboard, like 2 of them, just to bring in for the attrition-based matchups, which we don't have. I mean, we sort of have them. I would say we're in sort of a tempo metagame right now. We're tempoing each other out, and in the case of, like, and I do have to take control of the game in some matchups, like the Is It Prowess decks, but not looking to grind too many decks out, because I find that those decks are just trying to tempo me out more than anything. Anyway, that is my deck tech. Let's get into our league. We lost the die roll. Our opponent is called Slippery Boggle. That's interesting. We're going to keep. The hand is decent versus a Slippery Boggle deck, to be honest. It's not a Slippery Boggle deck. Some sort of Jund deck. Our hand is actually okay. I'd like a little bit more if we were on the play. That way we could play Spreading Seas or Silvergill Adapt on turn 2 and guarantee some of that value. Outside of that, hand's fine versus some sort of a... Whoa! What was that? What? They took the vial. I don't know if that was a noob mistake or if they've got a plan, but whatever. They took the vial. Vial down. Generally speaking, you leave them with the... If you're an attrition-based deck, you leave them with the vial. Oh god, that sucks. I guess that was the deal. They knew my vial would play around this. So Spreading Seas in this spot is really useless, and that's another thing. Like, Spreading Seas has gotten like worse and worse and worse over time thanks to Wrenn and 6, because they can just bring the lands back and nothing changes. Anyway, so I'll just play Lord. I'm not playing Silvergill Adept because it'll just die to Wrenn and 6. Keeping Silvergill Adept in hand. Basically, yeah, this is basically the polar opposite of a Slippery Bogle. Well, no removal spell there, so that's some good news. What does this mean? Bloodbraid Elf? This game might be very different if I went first. Getting turn 1 Vial against a Wrenn and 6 would help so much. The Pyromancer. You got it, bub. Discards 2 lands. Where the hell were you like a million years ago? You kill, pay the life, then Silvergill Adapt. Like, I have the option to play Silvergill. I could play a Silvergill and Unsettled Mariner and really hope that my opponent doesn't have a removal in hand. I think I'm going to take that high risk reward line. Okay, let's thin the deck first. So that's what we do. We thin the deck. Well, that's a good card. Might be a little late though. The Wrenn and 6 did its job. I was about to say, this is looking like the classic lose die roll, lose game. Well, I mean, we lost the die roll, but they also Inquisitioned us. It was a good hand for Inquisition into a Wrenn and 6. Just say that. You gotta pay for that. Damn it, they're gonna take our Skyclave Apparition. I hope this is not a Thoughtseize trying to set up a Lightning Bolt. Nope. Okay. They get none. Good. Beefy Goyfo. Alright. Lord of Atlantis. 2 left in that deck. Master of the Pearl Trident is also good enough for me. They got no more removal, though. Removal is over. Is there anything double green in the deck? This can just get Overgrown Tomb. Okay, we'll keep you on 1 green. Do I even go for your Ren and 6 anymore? Or do I go for your face? Kill this. Trying to think if they top deck removal, which they don't have. They top deck removal. How many turns do you have? I'm gonna go after their face. Hold on, this is 7 damage coming at me. Okay, I'll kill the Ren and 6. If they attack me for 7, I go to 11, then I attack them for 8. Because I only have a 3-turn clock right now. I mean, maybe they'll play another creature and that will change everything. Okay, we just need one more Spreading Seas for that Overgrown Tomb. And that's it for this land crap. Another Ren and 6. We're in the wrong business, people. They could target me with that Ren and 6. Alright, screw it. I did the wrong thing. I should just be attacking them. What does this mean? You got something for my master? You're not even threatening anything. That doesn't make any sense. That line doesn't make any... I'll tell you why that your line stinks. It's because if you had a removal spell, you'd just blow it. Unless it was a 3-mana removal spell. And then ping my Silver Adapt. So I'm not getting even... I should have been attacking you the entire time. I'm going to correct the mistake here. It doesn't. Well, the thing is, it doesn't scream removal. Because if they had the removal, maybe they do have removal. But if they had removal, they could just kill this thing. Like, even if it was a 2-mana burn spell. This still doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. What are they doing? What is going on? Okay, whatever. And we're flooding out, by the way. Well, opponent is named Slippery Bogle after all. I guess from their perspective, maybe they thought I have something in hand. I don't know. Because I'm keeping cards in my hand. Alright, we're on a race. It's a race we can win if we have good top decks. That's a good top deck. So we attack for 3. They attack us for what, 7? We go to 4. Then we just got top deck one more good thing. Good top decks. Oh, our opponent has... Oh, yeah. The stupid Seasoned Pyromancer. Alright, tokens it is. I'm wrong. We are not winning this race. Alright, whatever. Okay. Alright, we're going to bring in Path to Exile. Come on, I got a sideboard guide for the first time in a million years. I'm going to open my sideboard guide. What do I got in my sideboard guide? I made a sideboard guide. It's been like 6 months since I made a sideboard guide. Regular Jund. We got to go very far down. I got Path to Exile. Going to bring in Remorseful Cleric. Maybe it's not that good. Auriok Champion for sure. Take out Curse Catcher, Force Negation, and Glasspool Mimic. Because this does get eaten up by the Ren and 6. Not Glasspool Mimic, because that is just asking for 2-for-1s, and Force Negation, already a 2-for-1. Not something you want in this matchup. Keep. Hopefully I can slam the... I mean, this is not the be-all, end-all, but... You know, it's something. Good luck at Ren and 6 killing this thing. You can attack through Seasoned Pyromancer. Ha! Have you heard of the Auriok Champion beats? You will soon. Yeah, we're basically a cleric deck. What are you gonna do, huh? What I think is obnoxious, I mean, it's got a similar Oko problem in that the +1, like, it defends the damn Ren and 6. I guess... Oh, this card undermines all this stuff. I just can't play these cards. Just saying, Lurrus wouldn't have been a bad top deck in that last game. Well, I think I was pretty far behind. Oh, baby! Let's dump a land. I'll gladly take 3 damage. I'm going to gain some life constantly throughout this game anyway. Good luck with that when I got Remorseful Cleric in hand. Do they have like only 1 land in hand or something? Okay, let's thin the deck. Classic strategy. That is great. That's going to help us versus this Ren and 6, in my opinion. I'm just going to ignore Renin for the moment. There's like nothing to worry about. I'm going to keep a land in hand for another Croxa potentially. Well, Jund for sure has Kolaghan's Command still in their deck. I mean, there's not really much I can do about that. Sure. Send the life to me, Seasoned Pyromancer. I'm just curious, is their hand just stocked with gas? Oh no, it's not. It's just full of lands. I might have to start attacking the Ren and 6 though. Okay, I have to keep this thing from ultimating at 7. And pass. Oh, that is dangerous. They get an extra card every turn off of the Baronmoor. Truth be told, this Ren and 6 has like generated so much value for the opponent. Where's my Skyclave Apparition for this Ren and 6? Okay, I think they're gonna have a nice healthy attack. Like, they have 7 cards in hand. Interesting, but not particularly useful. Although I can start attacking with Island Walk very soon. Assuming my opponent doesn't have Assassin's Trophy again. They have so many lands in play. I mean, they did have the Wrenn in 6. This is just another example of the Unsettled Mariner not really doing its job. All right, do you have Bone Crusher Giant? If you have Bone Crusher Giant, I'm going to force you to play it. No, you don't? Well, this thing has Pro Red. Onboard tricks. I don't think I would want to sacrifice a 2/1 creature for that. Did they use the Wrenn and 6 at all? I don't know if they did. They're leaving up a ton of mana. Oh, yeah, maybe they're waiting to get their Crocs online. Well, that was a good draw. That was a good one. So I can attack them. Ooh, that's an even better draw. Okay. Do you have any actions? Speak now, or forever will you be taxed by 2 mana. I'm just gonna go for your face, my good sir. Or ma'am. So if there's... like, I can... getting blocked by a Seasoned Pyromancer, not the end of the world. I'll just Path to Exile this Tarmogoyf if there is something happening to my Master of the Pearl Trident or Seasoned Pyrom... or... what is it? Spreading Seas? This does absolutely not... oh, it does something, actually. It blows up the Overgrown Tomb. That's one way of interacting with the battlefield. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So now we will path the Tarmogoyf. It was a 200 IQ play. That was pretty sick. I have the sense they have Veil of Summer up or something. You know, I mean, I'll deal with it. If they play Kroxa, they basically tap out. Yeah, that happens. Okay, if they play Kroxa, they block my 2 creatures. Maybe it was better. I was maybe better off pathing this Tarmogoyf in advance and then attacking with Auriok Champion at the same time. Yeah, I'm calculating if I should let them play Kroxa. Maybe I shouldn't. But if they do it, they tap out a lot of mana. But it's still... a Kroxa is a Kroxa. It's a 7 mana nonsense I can't deal with. Why do I have an Apple Pen? Because I have an iPad Pro. This is like this is like the OG Apple Pens. Tablet, best investment as a university student. Easy. Okay, you guys, you kind of sold me. I think we should deal with this Kroxa. Because it turns out I don't think I have a really good answer. I don't think I have a very good answer to this Kroxa. I'm not afraid of them getting a Kroxa in the triggers. I really just don't care, but I can't really attack into it. I don't have Island Walk anymore. They said that Merfolk is fairly good support in Modern Horizons 1. Let's see if there's another playable. You mean Modern Horizons 2? Because there wasn't anything in Modern Horizons 1. Who said that? Where is it? Where's the source? I want the source. Maybe giving us counterspell is what they meant. I think they have to pay 2 mana for this edict effect. Enjoy. This does suck though. I think I'm gonna get rid of the Auriok champion. Blake was interviewing somebody? Okay, spreading seas. It's a good time for this now, because otherwise this nurturing peatland is gonna steamroll us. Or was I wrong? Maybe I should have kept the Auriok champion. It's the only thing invincible on this board. Give me anything. It's really hard shaving lands and vials in this matchup. Well, there's nothing nothing in the graveyard to retrace. I could go all out attack opponent. They block an Unsettled Mariner. They take 5. And we already discarded like a bunch of lands. Five cards in hand. Wait, do you have nothing? Or is it like all Liliana the Veils or some shit like that? What's going on here? I'm gonna attack you. I could do nothing, but doing nothing sucks as well. Because this thing's going to like ultimate. It was a good time for, like, I don't know, Path to Exile, Skyclave Apparition, any random Lord. Like, our Lord there would have been gas. Because then I could pump the Unsettled Mariners up. Any creature was probably good. Or Spreading Seas. A lot of good playables there. So my fear is our opponent actually has a lot. If they played Liliana the Veil, I have a sense that they have, like, a lot of Liliana the Veils in their hand. God, they go for the ultimate. Someone in Woods of the Coast might like me. Our opponent does have a lot of lands, though. Holy crap, they're going to 2. Okay. I mean, maybe we have it. I'm hoping they have no land in hand. If they show us a land here, we could be in a lot of trouble. Oh yeah, they've got lands. They have Assassin's Trophies for days. Okay, what is the best card here? Maybe Auriok Champion after they attack with the Tarmogoyf once. That's a good card, but it's sort of useless right now. But the way I see it, in many cases, Richardson's ability won't be useful. It's just a better one-drop than what Merfolk already has, and sometimes the ability is good. I think the ability will be I think the ability will be better than you would think. Like even in this spot, I would like there were games where they only had like one green source, and I would just keep tapping the green source. Sort of annoying. They bring in Boil. We don't have islands, but somehow that actually benefited our opponent. You know what I mean? Now every land is like, what, a lightning bolt? They discarded another Wrenn and 6. That's a show of strength. That is a show of strength if I've ever seen one. They should bolt this thing right now. As they will. Oh, they just have the lightning bolt. Isn't it also valuable that we can stay in mono blue with it if, oops. What did I do? Oh, they're just getting rid of my vial. Use Assassin's Trophy's ability. We can concede this one. Not looking good here. We got absolutely mauled. We actually just got completely decimated by Wrenn and 6. Doesn't always happen for me, but most definitely happened in this game. Maybe Remorseful Cleric is not that great in this matchup. Do you know what I probably should do? I should probably bring in the Deprives. Deprive is not that bad, especially since Jund is so mid-rangey. Like, having the ability to counter... I mean, it's a lot better with Trickster in your deck, but still, having the ability to counter, like, even a turn 2 Tarmogoyf, the Wrenn and 6, Seasoned Pyromancer, all that stuff. It's maybe it's more useful than, like, bringing in something like Remorseful Cleric, which... or I don't know. Maybe it's just in this game they played the Wrenn and 6 and, you know, we couldn't do a damn thing about it. But we got to respect it. It's a card. It's a card. It's a card in their deck. We got to give it respect. We got to give it respect. And ended up, our hand, I couldn't do anything. I had a Silver Gillidapt early on in the game and I had a Remorseful Cleric, and they really suck against the Wrenn and 6. But that's round 1. Lost to Jund. Classic Jund. Still has what it takes. But... I'm still hungry for the rest of this league. Hope you are too. So for everyone watching the stream, we're going to keep streaming. Everyone on the replay, that's it for today. We're going to thank everyone for supporting the Nikachu channel. We're also going to thank our sponsors, Fusion Gaming Online and Mana Traders. This has been Nikachu, playing Azorius Merfolk in Modern.